Good morning, everyone. If you could have a seat, it's about time to get started. Good morning. My name is Margie Bolek. Welcome to the University Unitarian Universalist Fellowship. Glad that you are here with us today. Oh, I forgot to silence my device. It's time to do that. Silence. And silence. Yay, okay. If we need to exit quickly in an emergency, we have 3 exits.
You're not supposed to sit with
All right, everybody. Oh, it was cold. That's why we are slow in sitting down and getting it together. Thank you, David. So where are our exits? Our exits are behind you, out the back, and you can get out this way behind me also. Don't trip over the cords. If you're not feeling well, please stay home. We will miss you, but it will make our reunification all the more joyous when we do see you when you're feeling better. We are going to get started with committee moments. Any committees that have anything to share?
Hi, I'm Janet with Programs. So today at 1 p.m., the New Inquiring Minds group is going to have a discussion about democracy, where we currently are, where we have been, where we're going, etc. And next Sunday at 9 a.m., we're going to be meeting again, and we're going to be putting on our anthropologist hats and discussing gift exchange in various cultures, including our own. So, hope to see you.
Oh, you're here.
I'm here. Women's group, it'll be having our holiday party on the 6th. So we're going to do tree decorating at 6, we said, and then a potluck and a white elephant gift exchange. So I hope you guys will come because we'll have a really good time. Yes, pajama attire, please. You don't have to wear pajamas, but they're much more comfy and fun. So hopefully
Someone stole my pajamas last year from the gift exchange.
That's right. But she wasn't wearing them. Let me preface that. Yeah, that didn't sound good. She wasn't wearing it.
Hey, what happens in women's group stays in women's group.
Good morning, everyone. Miguel Rodriguez from Social Action Committee. We're having our meeting today at noon in the library, and we're going to be talking about the post-election contingencies, how to prepare our building and congregation for the new year. So please come and join us, and then we'll be joining Janet and Gary in the Inquiring Minds, a unification of committees that talk about democracy and the way forward. See you then.
So last weekend, we went to San Mateo to visit one of my sons. That's just south of San Francisco, and he took us to a winery just north of Santa Cruz up in the mountains. It was lovely. And my opening words come from our psalm that attended us, Josh. Josh, I was telling Josh near the end of our visit what a fantastic job he did and what a great representative he was of the winery. And he said, yeah, I love this job. Turns out that Josh also teaches economics and sociology at UC Santa Cruz. And he said, I love this job because I love to share with people and bring people together from all over the world and share good things. And I wrote what he said specifically. He said, we all bake bread, we ferment drinks, we insult each other's mothers. I'm all about breaking down barriers because we have so much in common. He was right in so many things, but I just do have to say, you probably have all noticed also throughout your lives that women do not insult each other's mothers. That's a guy thing. Yeah. But nevertheless, there are universals. Do we have opening music today? Yes, we do. Janet is standing up. Okay, hymn number 188. I'll leave this to Janet.
Okay, please rise as you're willing and able. This is something we've sung quite a few times before, so you might know it. It is around, and we will be singing. The first is only one verse. We'll be singing the verse together twice, and then we'll be doing the round twice. And this time, Gary's side is going to start the round, and we're going to come in second. Yes.
We do it together twice first.
And can you advance to the words, Miguel? There you go. Okay. Ready? Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of living, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of living, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come.
Come, come, whoever you are.
Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of living, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of living, ours is no caravan of despair. Come yet again, come.
Thank you. I love it when you lead rounds. Those are so much fun. Today our chalice lighter is Chase. There you are, Chase. Chase goes by he, him. His pronouns are he, him. He's 14 years old. And his joy is that he played basketball. Thank you, Chase. In the light of truth and the warmth of love, we gather to seek, to sustain, and to share. And now we state our affirmation, a weekly reminder to us as why we're here and what brings us together. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace to seek truth and love, and to help one another. And if we have any visitors today, welcome. We're glad that you are here. This is a super friendly congregation, and every week is different. So I would highly recommend coming at least 3 times to get a feel for what we are all about, and let us get to know you a little better. Now it's time to turn and say hi to your neighbors. All right, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Now, you can all continue those conversations afterwards with coffee. Now it's time for joys and concerns. This is a time that we share the highs and lows of our life, but remember that these are going to be out on YouTube and will live on forever in the that place, cyberspace. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm David McElroy. Many of you know that I do a one-man Christmas carol. This is my 27th year coming up. I'm going to do my first one before Thanksgiving for Roy Shearer's group at Grand Living on the 26th, which is Tuesday. And then I've got like 5 or 6 more, and Marilyn and I have a different show that we're doing at another retirement place. And then I have 3 public performances. So I'd like for you to come out and see it if you have seen it and if you haven't seen it. I'm sorry, Imagine's Performing Arts Studio in Oviedo, 20th through the 22nd of December. Oviedo Mall, thank you.
So my joy is to announce that Mallory and Andrew had their baby this week. So his name is Tristan Evander Rogers Weibel. He was born on 11/19 by a C-section, 9 pounds, 13 ounces, 21 inches long. Mom and baby are doing well. Addie is totally thrilled to have a baby brother and is already reading him books. And they have family in town for the next several weeks, but we'll be reaching out closer to Christmas time so we can organize a meal train and things like that. So welcome to little Tristan.
Hi, I'm Peter. I want to put a plug in again for the meditation retreat I'm going to be leading on Saturday, the 7th of December. These are stressful times, and it might be a stressful holiday for some of us. So this is a good way to learn how to de-stress. If you want more information, the flyers are on the door there or on the bulletin board, or you can talk to me. I'll be glad to answer your questions. I've been teaching people how to meditate for over 30 years. So I have something to share. Eager to do so. And wish you well.
So my joy is that Peter brought me some cuttings from the plant that I was so enamored with, and he's going to teach me how to grow it.
Yes.
Okay, I have some flowers up here for Derek and anyone else who wasn't here last week. I don't see Nicole. Is there anybody else here besides Derek?
Well, there's like 40.
Yeah. Well, they have to have helped out with the new room. Okay. Also, first of all, I'm thankful I don't live in the Ukraine or the Gaza Strip, but I do have something that's really bothering me, and that is twice in the last couple of weeks in the parking lot. In other words, when I was in the store, somebody broke my outside rearview mirror on the passenger side. And then last night we went to pick up pizza, and the place was crowded. And when we came out, we found, well, actually, I didn't even see it till this morning. Somebody had splashed a whole bunch of pizza sauce on our car. What kind of a world do we live in? Well, this was Little Caesars in Altamont Springs.
I have a great joy this morning. Last year, my husband's birthday, the 23rd, fell on New Year's. Not New Year's, I'm sorry, Thanksgiving. With the help of Martha, she came over to help me get him up. We took him to the hospital. He was then in the hospital for over a month, and then went into nursing homes. And then this year, his birthday fell yesterday, and it was stupendous. He said, I wiped out all the bad memories. That's what he said. Yeah, I went and got his favorite pizza. I made a strawberry shortcake. We walked, we talked, they decorated his room. It was fantastic. So anyway, just wanted to share that.
I have a joy, and I'll keep it really brief. Lindsay and I hosted a garage sale yesterday. Beautiful, crisp, very chilly weather. We didn't make hardly any money, but got to chat with a lot of her neighbors, and Alan and Molly came by, and boy, it was nice to see them. All in all, it was a great day.
My joy is I went to the tree. I climbed on the tree.
You go. Our bathroom is leaking toilet water into our room. So we gotta close out our room for now. And we are having guests over, so.
So my blessing is that I'm actually comfortably living in my house, even after the fire. Considering that the battling insurance companies for anyone who has significant damage is going to be out of their places forever. But I'm actually comfortable enough that I'm being able to host Thanksgiving for a few friends.
My joy is more of a thank you to the Social Action Committee for over the years that I've been in, Joey and Marianne and Miguel, for all the vision that they had to support our principals. I shouldn't say especially now, but I especially appreciate it now with what we need to do to move forward. Thank you to all the chairs and all the people who volunteered. Very grateful.
I'm Marilyn Vermanek. I have a couple of joys. My first simple joy is that I had lunch back to back with two really dear friends, and it just was lovely at this busy time of year. And secondly, I'm going to be doing a short film, a reading of a film on Monday at Banks down on East Church Street. There's a parking garage right next door. And it's a dramatic, mostly dramatic short film. So I haven't done drama in a long time, so excited about that. Come out if you can, it's at 7.
Hi, Rachel Wisner here. I was sick the first 2 weeks of November, so I wasn't here. I kept my germs to myself, but I, again, love the Zoom option because you can attend from bed, which is lovely. So I still felt like I was here, and the first 2 weeks of November were rough, and it was nice to be feeling like you're part of a community. Last weekend, I had to go up to Philadelphia. My father's back in the hospital battling leukemia. They tried a new chemotherapy that didn't seem to work, so they switched to something else where they're running continuously for 7 days. But it seems like he's responding, so we're very hopeful. And my one joy is I've been looking forward to next weekend taking my 16-year-old on a Disney cruise and getting a little R&R. So a little something to look forward to.
I wanted to express the joy of being here today and express an enormous joy at Zoom. Have we all given that a great deal of, because Zoom has been fabulous. First we had COVID, and just finishing COVID off more or less, I had my injury. And therefore, after being a member here for over 20 years, it's been a bit of a lonesome time. And so I've missed all the familiar faces, and I'm welcoming all the new faces that I'm seeing, which is great always. So my joy, even though it takes me forever to get ready, is that I'm here today, and I wanted to reinforce Laura's about the SAC group, because being a political person, I have been so completely involved with SAC over Zoom, and it has been such a comfort. So great to see you all. Have a good one.
It is also a joy for us that you are with us. Let's just take a moment of silence for the joys and concerns shared. And I know that there are a lot out there that have not been shared. So I hear that we have a treat that Lindsay Stroh is going to be leading, Time for All Ages.
Good morning, everybody. As I've mentioned before, this is a book that my mother, my sister, and I wrote together, and my sister illustrated it, Letters to Live By. Today we're doing the letter H. Can you go 2 slides forward, I think, to the letter H? No. That one, thank you. So each one starts with a verse, and then there's a story. H stands for helping, and happiness too, for holidays to celebrate all the year through. Early in the morning, on school days, Mama and Harvey walked next door to Hanif's house. Then Mama would hurry off to her job at the hospital. Later, Hanif's mother would walk the 2 boys along a busy street to school and back home again when school was finished. Today was different. A water pipe at the school had burst, so the children had to stay home while repairs were made. Mama still had to work, so Harvey went to Hanif's house, and the 2 friends spent the morning building houses out of blocks. No school, it's like a holiday, laughed Hanif. My favorite holiday is Hanukkah, said Harvey. That's when my Nana makes potato latkes and jelly donuts, so yummy. During Ramadan, we wait until it's dark to eat dinner, Hanif said. We start with figs, then hummus and lots of other foods, and the best part is the honey cake. It's delicious. Ooh, that sounds good, Harvey said, rubbing his tummy. Holidays are fun. Remember when our teacher made gingerbread cookies and hung them on a Christmas tree? Hanif's mother frowned as she shook her head. Holidays are not just about school, special foods and days off from school. Some are holy times that are important to our religions. There are also holidays to honor special people and to remember important events in history. Mama read me stories about Jewish holidays, Harvey said. She got the book from the library. You gave me a good idea, Hanif's mother said. let's go to the library this afternoon. And there they are on their way to the library. At the public library, they found a book about holidays. The book started in January with New Year's Day, followed by Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. There was a picture of Dr. King speaking to a huge crowd of people. Hanif, your great-grandfather was in that crowd that day listening to Dr. King, Hanif's mother said. There were ministers, college students, parents, and grandparents too. Lots of people marched together for equal rights for everybody. They were very brave. They were heroes, nodded Harvey. I like it when people help each other instead of fighting. That's one of the reasons it's good to study history, Hanif's mother said. We can learn how people solved problems and made things better for us today. Let's go back one slide. There we are. Thank you. As they turned the pages, the two boys learned that many holidays were based on the changing seasons, a time for planting, growing, and harvesting crops. Harvey couldn't wait to tell Mama about all they had learned. We learned about famous people who helped others. They were heroes. Hero starts with an H, too. People who aren't famous can be helpers, too, Mama said. I'm grateful to Hanif's mother for taking care of you when I go to work. Thank you, Hanif's mother said. Harvey, your mother is a doctor who helps people when they get sick, but she isn't famous either. Both boys looked up at their mothers with pride, and Harvey explained, you're both heroes. Recall the time now up until the beginning of January, the holiday season. So H is for holidays. Are there any kids with us today? Okay, can you tell me a holiday that happens during the holiday season? Christmas. Any others? Thanksgiving, right? What, Chaz? Hanukkah, yes. Sometimes, usually it's during this holiday season. Kwanzaa, that's right. Anybody else? Solstice, yes, sometimes called Yule. I don't know if Diwali is in December this year, but it is usually about this time of year because it's the time of, a lot of the holidays about light at the darkest time of the year. And St. Nicholas Day. When I lived in Germany, the tradition was that the children put their shoes outside the door, and in the morning, St. Nicholas would fill them with goodies. Boxing Day. Three Kings Day. Lots of holidays. And if you look up, there's just lots and lots of days that are, I think, International Peace Day, all kinds of holidays this time of year. So, New Year's Eve, that's a partying time. That can be a good time. And sometimes people use New Year's Eve as a time to let go of things that they want to leave behind as the new year starts. So, glad to share this book with you.
It is time to pass the basket. Are we going to have music while we do this? Oh, thank you. Okay. ACLU, that's who we're sharing our plate with. 40% of the donations will be shared with them. This Thursday, when we're thinking of what we are thankful for, I think we should all add ACLU to that list. I'm so glad that they are helping, we are helping to keep them strong.
I don't know, you want to share it? Yeah, we're doing things a little differently today in music as well as in the rest of the service. I guess I'll work at the podium. So we're going to sing We Are Dancing a Sarah Circle, but we're going to teach you a harmony part. So we're going to try to sing in two parts. And what we're going to do is we're all going to sing the melody, which is really simple, in unison. And then we're all going to sing the harmony part in the unison, and the harmony is really simple. And then we're going to put it together and sing three verses. So we'll see how it goes. And this is page 212 in your hymnal if you want to follow along with the music. We are dancing, Sarah circle. We are dancing, Sarah circle. We are dancing, Sarah circle. Sisters, brothers, all. Okay, and then this is a harmony. And the harmony is great for those who like to sing low. So, ready? We are dancing, Sarah circle. We are dancing, Sarah circle. We are dancing, Sarah circle. Sisters, brothers, all. Okay, so Gary's going to sing the harmony, and I'm going to sing the melody, and you can pick whatever part you want. And all three verses. Ready? We are dancing, Sarah circle. We are dancing, Sarah circle. We are dancing, Sarah circle. Sisters, brothers, all. Every round a generation, every round a generation, every round a generation, sisters, brothers, all. On and on the circles moving, on and on the circles moving, on and on the circles moving, sisters, brothers, all.
It's time to sing out the kids. We love you and bless you and send you on your way. We love you and bless you today and every day. So today our speakers are all of us. And Martha will come up and explain what we're going to do. But while she does that, you should have received a flower when you came through the door. And it's now time to please move to your designated table. The flowers are in the middle of the table to show you where you should be.
Okay.
If anyone's having trouble finding their flower, just reach out.
Do you want to say if people don't have pardon? Oh, I have one. No, just let people know if they don't have a flower. Oh, yeah.
If you somehow missed getting a flower, we've got extras, so we'll let you pull from the bowl. Oh, I think, okay, it looks like most everybody's found their spot. So while you're continuing to settle in, I have just a few instructions. See, what does Amy do? Oh, you clap, right? Clap 3 times if you can hear me. Can anybody hear me clapping? Okay, yes. I don't do that very often. Usually I just say, okay, now pay attention. That works too. So today, we are the voices of the UUU Fellowship. So in just a moment, we're going to all spend some time growing connections and learning maybe something about each other so that we can strengthen our foundation, so that we know we're a safe place, we're a support for each other with whatever we need moving forward, because I think we're all still trying to figure that out. Some of us are ready for action, some of us want to stay in bed, some of us are just doing lots of different things. So today, we're going to start with a gift that I've brought for you. Under the beautiful arrangements in the center of the table, they are copies of these principles for everyone. It's a resource from the Peace and Justice Institute, a group that's spoken to us several times. They do a lot of work in our community with different organizations and help with difficult conversations. If there aren't enough for anyone, we can get you one later. We have plenty of them over there. So what they do before they start each meeting, often their community meetings are somewhere where there's a disconnect. Like in the city of Orlando was the first time I participated with Orlando Speaks. They were talking with community members in Paramore and police. And you had to sit at a table where you didn't know people. They went through these first to center people into how you can have difficult conversations, which is why I'm giving these to you before Thanksgiving. So maybe you'll want to try it with your family. My thought is that I will say, okay, I know what no one wants to talk politics, but I have a couple of questions, so let's take 15 minutes later. Let's read these and let's just try to have a conversation, because otherwise we can never move forward. So we're going to do what PJI does. I'm going to read the first principle, and then if one of you is so moved, maybe Margie, if you'll just raise your hand, Margie will bring you the microphone and you can read the next one. We hear them all in our voices. So the first one, create a hospitable and accountable community. We all arrive in isolation and need the generosity of friendly welcomes. Bring all of yourself to the work in this community. Welcome others to this place and this work, and presume that you are welcomed as well. Hospitality is the essence of restoring community.
Number 2, listen deeply. Listen intently to what is said. Listen to the feelings beneath the words. Strive to achieve a balance between listening and reflecting, between speaking and acting.
Create an advice-free zone. Replace advice with curiosity as we work together for peace and justice. Each of us is here to discover our own truths. We are not here to set someone else straight, to quote-unquote fix what we perceive as broken in another member of the group.
Practice, number 4, practice asking honest and open questions. A great question is ambiguous, personal, and provokes anxiety.
Give space for the unpopular answers. Answer questions honestly, even if the answer seems unpopular. Be present to listen, not debate, correct, or interrupt.
It's okay.
Number 6, respect silence. Silence is a rare gift in our busy world. After someone has spoken, take time to reflect without immediately filling the space with words. This applies to the speaker as well. Be comfortable leaving your words to resound in the silence without refining or elaborating on what you have said.
Number 7, suspend judgment. Set aside your judgments. By creating a space between judgments, and reactions, we can listen to the other and to ourselves more fully.
Number 8. Oh, he's got it. Okay. Number 9, speak your truth. You are invited to say what is in your heart, trusting that your voice will be heard and your contribution respected. Own your truth by remembering to speak only for yourself, using the first person I rather than you or everyone clearly communicates the personal nature of your expression.
When things get difficult, turn to wonder. If you find yourself disagreeing with another, becoming judgmental, or shutting down in defense, try turning to wonder. I wonder what brought them to this place. I wonder what my reaction teaches me. I wonder what they are feeling right now. I might add to that, but I always wonder, where did you come from and who brought you up?
That's conversation number 2.
Number 11, practice slowing down. Simply the speed of modern life can cause violent damage to the soul. By intentionally practicing slowing down, we strengthen our ability to extend nonviolence to others and to ourselves.
12, all voices have value. Hold the moments when a person speaks as precious, because these are the moments when a person is willing to stand for something, is trusting the group, and is offering something they see as valuable.
13, maintain confidentiality. Create a safe space by respecting the confidential nature and content of discussions held in the group. Allow what is said in the group to remain there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. And thank you, Margie, for helping our visitors find good seats. So now, we're going to get started. There's probably one person at each table that would like to be in charge of the questions. So, self-select. Take a moment to introduce yourself, your name, if you're a member or visitor, not that it really
Come on,
matters.
bossy people, you know who you are.
And your, what did you say? And your, wait a second, and your favorite pie. And then start with the questions. Move clockwise, giving each person a chance to answer or pass. Try not to have a lot of crosstalk. That's hard. And I know these aren't difficult questions, but it's still good to get used to the practice of not, anyway, have fun. And there's cards there. If something bubbles up, like one of the questions is, what do you volunteer elsewhere? What do you do outside the church? Maybe there's something fun that bubbles up that we'll all want to do together, or think about ways you can invite people. But I wanted to be more freestyle. Do you have a question, Ann? Oh, no. Yes.
Do we have to go in order?
No.
Does everybody have to answer number 1, or can we pick the one that calls to us?
You can have it called to you, but give everybody an opportunity. Yes, you don't have to go in order, because Unitarians never go in order. And when you tell them to pick one, they say, well, we can't pick one, we need to pick at least two. So, have fun. And we have about 15 minutes for this before we call you back, okay? Yes. And our online group is doing the same thing because they have the questions as well. Mm-hmm.
What's the Yes, absolutely.
All right, so should we just go around and everybody talk?
I find that so much of the stuff that we do in life, nobody gave a crap about who was going to use it because they just invent shit that doesn't work. Exactly. What were you thinking? They work. Experience friendly, yes, but yes, user friendliness is an aspect.
Best concert
You weren't thinking of the user at all. Nobody else was Alright, we don't need to do design thinking. You don't I'm just saying. But you see how it's already stimulated. Yes, you see how it's electric, right? So when you do a design sharing collaboration session, it's so much more rewarding
That's for a genre of music. That's a rectangle, so yeah. Have you met my mom? I'm sure you've got your figured out. Almost anything comical or in another language. I listen to a lot of music from like Germany, France, Asian countries, just all over, and I don't understand a single thing. But I like it. This is some, American songs from just so I can understand the words.
Yes, they do.
Let's see, what's number 5? Okay, time to come back to the main room. We only have a little bit of service left, and then you can talk some more. So, thank you. Did anyone learn anything new about somebody? Meet someone they didn't know? Find the principles useful as you look at them? I'm hoping you'll find some use with them during the holidays, because the last year and a half, every conversation I tried turned to, I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about that, because things can make people uncomfortable, and yet, short of cutting off my whole family, I don't have a choice. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and trying to figure out, maybe not the why, because I don't think I even want to go there, but what's happening, what we're watching, and moving forward, because there's a lot of people that are going to need us. This Thursday and Friday, I got invited to a new group called the Contigo Fund. Has anybody heard of that before? I've heard of it, and I didn't really know what it was, but it's a group collaboration that came together after the Pulse massacre in 2016. And so it's really a great, wonderful, affirming space for our LGBTQ friends who are really terrified right now of what's happening and what's coming down the pike. And it was odd being one of the only cisgender people there, and good, because it was just a powerful 2 days of learning, and I've got lots of new groups to share with SAC and our welcoming congregation and our youth groups, and ways to support each other, because we've got to figure out what it looks like, but the only way to do it is being together and stronger in our connection as community. And so I hope you enjoyed sitting with somebody different than you this morning. And I hope we had some guests online, so that wasn't, just the same little people, which is great too, because they can get to know each other better. So I'm optimistic these will help and be useful for you. So we'll try it again sometime. Thank you. And one more thing, Lori asked me to mention that if you have a key to the church and you want to be able to have access after we get our new locks, you need to see Lori and sign up.
It's time to extinguish the chalice and our closing music.
I guess I'm up again. So if you would like to stand and we can sing this. Janet will play the introduction, which is actually in the music. So. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a gentle, angry people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a justice-seeking people, and we are singing for our Lord. We are a justice-seeking people, and we are singing for our Lord. We are young and old together, and we are singing for our Lord. for our lives. We are a land of many colors, and we are singing, singing for our lives.
Oops, I went backwards. I extinguished the chalice already, but still we can recite. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. My closing words come from a book I'm reading now by Vasily Grossman. He was a Russian Jew, a combat correspondent in Stalingrad during the siege of Stalingrad. And he was the first person to ever write an account of what was going on in the German concentration camps at the time in any language. He was the first one. In any case, he writes, "Here in Stalingrad, the glitter of sunlight on water, the color of the sky and the clouds struck him with a new intensity. It had been the same when he was a child. The patter of summer rain, a rainbow, his first glimpse of snow had been enough to fill him with happiness. Now he had rediscovered this sense of wonder, something nearly all of us lose as we come to take the miracle of our lives for granted." This book, it's one of those that you have passages and sentences like this so many times. He's got a whole chapter on kindness during war that just makes you stop and read them over and over. Fantastic author. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed this. Amen. May it be so.
I need to read more with intention, you know?
That one takes.
Yes.
This one's